Hi and welcome to today's pre-market analysis. We are going to be looking at Euro USD and starting from the weekly time frame, we can see that we now have a new fair value gap on the weekly time frame, which changes the narrative for us, right? Because we did have this fair value gap from previous week on Euro USD, but now we can see that price did trade into that fair value gap, traded down, but could not do what? Continue going down. Instead, price broke into and above that fair value gap and has closed and is currently trading above it. Now, this has made a new narrative for us, which means that mm, we could possibly see this high taken, very likely, right? So even if we see a drop down, right, to this low here, this could be as a result of price dropping into that fair value gap and taking out every liquidity pool. As you can see, this um, daily swing low is here, so you can use that as a liquidity pool, drops into this area and aim for this high. But overall, this high would be our new target on Euro USD. So we have this old high that could also serve as what? Support for us. And you can see everything is actually coming together. So we are now bullish on Euro USD and I think also on GBP USD. We should now see higher prices to this area over here. Alright, so you can see this high, they are relatively equal, and we also have this high here, and we have this little bit of fair value gap here plus this mitigation block here on the daily time frame, and we should be aiming for higher prices. Also, if we go into the weekly time frame, we necessarily do not have a fair value gap that was created from current weekly candles, but we can see that we did have this fair value gap below here, which price did trade into and expand away from. So particularly, we can see that GBP USD has been quite solid on the bullish side, and I think this area is going to continue holding. This movement is going to continue holding until price gets to this high over here before we start looking for other narratives. So if we go into the daily time frame, particularly, we'll just be looking for price to keep seeking buy side liquidity pool until it gets to around 1.3650. All right, so particularly Euro USD and GBP USD is what I'm looking at, and if you're going to be trading alongside this narrative and this idea coming this new week, do remember to always trade with appropriate risk management sizes and make sure you do not overtrade. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you some other time.